Welcome to Late Start Piano. My name is Josh LaFleur. I'm going to be giving you a couple different chord progressions today to invoke different emotions. I'm going to give you the formula, we're going to do some examples, and then I'll give you some different modifications that you can do based upon your skill level to make this exercise helpful for you. So we're going to be using just 4 chords in all of these, so it's going to be very simple, and we're just going to have one note and the melody at all times. So anybody can do what I'm about to show you, even if this is very early on in your piano journey. So the first progression is going to be a 6-4-1-5 in the key of C major. What does that mean? Well, in C major, if you know your scales, here's your C major scale. Just all the white notes starting from C up to the C. Within that scale, we can give each of these notes a number. So here's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're back at the 1. In addition, we can build chords off of each of those. So in a major scale, the 1 is a major chord, so this would be C major. The 4 is a major chord, F major. The 5 is a major chord, G major. The 2 is a minor chord, D minor. The 3 is a minor chord, E minor, and the 6 is a minor chord. And B is diminished in this case. But the 1, 4, 5 are major, 2, 3, 6 are minor, 7 is diminished. Don't even worry about that for now. And what we're going to be playing for this example is kind of a bittersweet, sad, nostalgic chord progression, and it's the 6-4-1-5. So to demonstrate, that's it. Very simple, right? We're using a few inversions in the left hand, which is just changing up the order of the chord that you're playing. So at A minor, this is an A minor, A, C, E. We can also play it like this, C, E, A, or we could play it like this, E, A, C, and then we're back to the original. Those are all the inversions for A minor. And of course, we can do that with the F major triad if you want. Those are all those inversions. We can do it with the C major, and of course the G major. Those are all the inversions in the left hand, right? So we're starting on that root position A minor, then we're playing the inverted F major, then we're playing another inversion of C major, and then the root for G major. And already that sounds pretty good. So we can take that through other keys if we want, or you can just hang around with this and make it a little bit more difficult. So for example, we could play this in octaves. That would be one thing you can do to make it more difficult. You could also maybe add some rhythm in the left hand. Something like that. I think I played a different chord in there, but you understand the picture. Those are a couple of things you can do. Octaves, you can add rhythm in the left hand. You can also try to play a certain degree in the right hand. So say we're playing the A minor, you could try to play the 9th. So what's the 9th of an A minor? That would be B. Then we want to play F. What's the 9th of F? That's G. 9th of C major, D. 9th of G major, A. And then we're back to the A minor with the 9th being the B. So that's one thing you can do. You could try to play the 4th of every one of those. You could try to play the 6th degree of every one of those, the 7th degree, whatever you want to do. Those are different options for you. You can go faster, you can go slower. But those are different options for you based on that chord progression. You can go through different keys, whatever you want to do, based upon your skill level. If this is your first day at the piano, I would suggest just starting out with the chords. And I would probably just play them in root position. So here would be your A minor, then F major, C major, and G major. Once you get that down, then you can try to invert it. Then once you get the inversions down, you feel good with that, then you can add in the right hand. Even just holding down the notes like this. And then do everything else I showed you up to this point. So that's the first chord progression. Again, that's a 6-4-1-5. We can also do a kind of uplifting, hopeful progression. So this is a little bit different, maybe the opposite side of what we just showed you. So this was a 1-5-6-4, very common in countless songs. So let's demonstrate this in G major this time so that you can learn some different keys. So 1-5-6-4 in G major. There's the 1. There's the 5, 6, 4, back to the 1. And notice all those inversions. Notice how nice they fit. We're really not moving our left hand almost at all. It's pretty much in the same exact spot every time. If we weren't using the inversions, again, it'd be a lot more difficult. Already we have to jump either way down here or way up here. And that's not what you want to do. You want to try to get smooth with that left hand so everything sounds connected. But to demonstrate what that could sound like, and that sounds a little bit more hopeful, a little bit more uplifting, a little bit more positive overall. You can do the same thing that I showed you in the first time. We can add octaves in the right hand. We can add different rhythms in the left hand. We can add maybe double voicings in the left hand. Or excuse me, the right hand. So we're playing 2 chords now, or 2 notes. Or the octaves, or you can play it in thirds like I just did, or in sixth if you can do that as well. All those things are just different options for you to kind of use these progressions. Next one is a little bit darker. This is kind of a unresolved, kind of dramatic sounding chord progression. It's a 1-6-5-1, but this is going to be in a minor scale. So we can demonstrate this in D minor. You can even move this up so you can hear a little bit better. Won't be so muddy. And that's a little bit more dark, a little bit more tense, right? So to demonstrate that, again, we can do the same thing. Another chord progression that you can use to, again, make it sound dark and tense. So those are the 3 big ones we'll go over today. We did the nostalgic one that's kind of bittersweet, sad, that first one. We also did a more hopeful, uplifting one, and then we did one that's pretty dark, pretty tense. But those are just different formulas that you can plug in for really any different scale that you want. As long as you know the scale, you feel comfortable with all your 12 scales, major, minor, you can plug those formulas, I gave you those numbers, into any of those, work on those different progressions and all the different keys, and you will be good to go. Again, my name is Josh. I have a completely free PDF that's linked down below. There's 34 essential tips for the adult beginner piano player to help you get to playing as fast as possible. I am also offering lessons. If you want to take this a next level up, you can work with me directly. Just leave me a comment down below and I'll get back to you. My name is Josh again. Have a great rest of your day.